Hi there, bigenderdotnet YouTube viewers, buddies, pals, enemies, whoever the hell you are. Hi there. Bunch to cover, and I plan to do it briefly, so I wrote down a few notes. Last week, I kicked things off by asking personal questions of some of my collaborators. Got some answers and a few questions back. So let's start off by tackling those. Sam wants to know my favorite hitchhiker's guide, and it's kind of a trap because it's hard to pin down a favorite. I am gonna say, however, that I have very special attachment to the old BBC TV series, which we see in kind of a TV movie format here. And oh God, I love that. On so many levels. It was absurd and funny and kooky and strange, full of much that represents humor to me. But let me tell you, back when I was in college, one of my buddies and I discovered something that this one particular VCR VHS tape combination would screw up the sound for that videotape, where it was kind of movie style, and it was just kind of a weird sync issue. There was just something not quite right about it, and what we learned was that if you watched this sober, it was just kind of a little bit irritating, but if you watched it on acid, oh man, by the time, I'd say by the time you got a third of the way into the movie, you were laughing so hard that people were literally on the floor, pounding the floor with balled up fists in physical pain, just in agony from all the laughter. And I think I will never forget this. Ever. Like, until the day I die, that's going to be one of my big memories. But I have the book, like the big hardback book. I've also had the paperbacks, and I still have some of them. And I do like to just go back and reread the series from time to time, in no particular order. So yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide. But I did actually enjoy the movie they made a few years ago. Some Hitchhiker's Guide fans really didn't care for the one that was cranked out a few years ago. And I mean, sure, it wasn't the same, but it was good. It was well put together, and there was some really absurd humor in it that I think was very true to spirit. So yeah, so if you're a hater of that movie, and some people are, then yeah, I think we can still be friends anyway, right? Now, Muir, I'll never pronounce your name right, I'm sorry, wants to know what one place in the world would I visit on vacation and why. And this was a tough one, but I settled on Borneo. No particular part of Borneo, even though there are like 7 different parts of it as far as little geoclimates. Well, I say little. Borneo is not a small place. It's a really huge island, actually. I have seen a lot of Borneo footage, and what I have seen pretty much represents to me natural beauty. I think I could spend several weeks there, just hoofing it around and seeing critters that I've never seen before, seeing plants I'd never seen before, enjoying the wildness and the biodiversity of it all, and the different climates all jammed into one big region. That I think that would be kind of a dream vacation for me. So if any of you guys are like fans of mine and want to give me a dream vacation package, think Borneo. And if you're a little bit cheaper than that, think Guadalajara. I would really like to go there. Now, let's see. Before I make this too much longer, I think I will actually try to tackle this week's topic as well. This week's topic, I believe, set by Muir. Could be wrong. What is the history of our chosen name and our feelings about our birth name? Well, my birth name is a perfectly okay name. I don't hate it, even though I discourage its use these days. But it's okay, you know. I mean, it's a family name. The only problem I have with it is that when I hear people say it, it's generally being said by someone who is saying it out of disrespect to my transition process. And so I associate the sound of that name with that disrespect. And don't like that part. But that's not the fault of the name. You got to understand your mind about these things, right? Now, how did my Sydney name come about? My name, Sydney, was the product of a focus group. Several people I know scattered around the world pitched in efforts for several weeks, or at least a few weeks, kicking names around, trying one after the other. And Sydney was finally the one that we settled on. It met various criteria. It needed to be gender neutral enough to allow for a wide range of situations. It needed to be common enough for use without a crazy variant spelling. And it needed to kind of match me, you know. It had to fit me in that kind of ephemeral way where people who knew me could actually say, yeah, that name works for you, I see it. And so it's a name that kind of clicked for me and didn't seem completely out of wonk with the transition process. So that's the long and short of it. If I overlooked something, let me know and I'll answer it in a video response or something. And we will see you soon. And oh, this is actually for a different collab, but to my fellow collaborators and to others who might watch this, if you are interested in subbing for Genderqueer Chat, just, you know, once or maybe, you know, long term, pop over and let us know, because Genderqueer Chat is always looking for people to make one-time or many-time appearances. So, peace.